My neighbor just moved abroad, and he pays $284 a month for health insurance. Sounds insane, right? But that is not even the best part. Wait until you hear what he pays in total for a stunning villa in Colombia. And here is the thing, you can do this too. In this video, we are covering 10 countries that are basically begging Americans to come retire there. If this kind of content gives you real value, please hit the subscribe button and the bell, and it helps us spread this information to more and more people. We are going to run 4 specific numbers on each country. Those 4 numbers will show you that you can make the move and help you to decide in which paradise to spend your golden years. Number 1, health insurance. What a couple actually pays abroad. Number 2, local tax. What the local government takes from your monthly check. Number 3, visa requirements, minimum income, and how hard it is to get in. Number 4, cost of living, a monthly number for 2 people including everything, groceries, rent, clothes, and even gifts to your families back in the States. Add those 4 together. That is your real number. That is the cost of your life in that country. By the end of this video, you will know which country fits your needs. Let's get into it. Number 1, Panama. Healthcare. Panama has one of the best private healthcare systems in Latin America. Hospital Punta Pacifica in Panama City is affiliated with Johns Hopkins. A specialist visit runs about $50 to $80 compared to $300 back home. Most expats skip public insurance entirely and pay cash because it is that affordable. Social Security tax, 0. Panama runs a territorial tax system. Your American income stays in America as far as Panama is concerned. Visa. Panama has a retirement visa called the Pensionado. You need $1,000 a month from a pension or Social Security. That is it. And that is not the craziest thing for this plan. This retirement visa gives you 20% off at doctors, dentists, pharmacies, hotels, restaurants, and domestic flights. For the rest of your life, that is not a welcome bonus. That is a permanent lifestyle discount. Cost of living for 2 people, around $2,000 a month. This is Panama. Easy visa requirement, affordable health care, 0 foreign tax on your income, and a permanent discount for life. Number 2, Mexico. Healthcare. Mexico's private hospital network is world-class. Cities like Mexico City, Guadalajara, and San Miguel de Allende have modern private clinics where a specialist costs $30 to $60. Many American expats also join IMSS, the public system, for around $500 a year. Yes, per year. Social Security tax, 0. The U.S.-Mexico Tax Treaty, Article 19, says your Social Security is taxed only by the United States. Mexico cannot touch it. Visa. Temporary resident. You need to show around $1,600 a month in income. Straightforward process. Cost of living, about $2,000 to $2,500 a month for 2 people. And Mexico has one advantage that no list talks about enough. You are 2 to 4 hours from home. If something happens with family, you are on a plane the same day. This is Mexico. 2 hours from home, 0 tax on your Social Security, world-class doctors for the price of a copay, and a culture that welcome you there. Number 3, Ecuador. And this one surprises people every single time. Healthcare. Cuenca is actually a medical tourism destination. Private specialist visits cost $25 to $50. The Hospital Monte Sinai is the go-to for expats. After residency, you can also access the IESS public system for a monthly contribution of around $80. Quality is solid in the major cities. Social Security tax, 0. Ecuador taxes only local income. Your American Social Security, your IRA withdrawals, your 401k distributions, none of it is taxed by Ecuador. Visa, Pensionado visa, $1,425 a month in income. Manageable. Cost of living. And this is where Ecuador becomes very interesting. A couple in Cuenca can live well on $1,200 to $1,800 a month. That includes rent, food, utilities, and going out. But here is the big deal for Ecuador. Ecuador uses the US dollar, has since the year 2000. Zero currency risk, zero exchange rate surprises. The money you budget today is the money you spend tomorrow. Your total number for Ecuador, about $1,500 to $1,800 a month. This is Ecuador. Your money is in dollars, so what you plan is what you spend. Zero tax on foreign income, medical tourism city, and much affordable lifestyle than home. Hold on. Because you have been hearing about local healthcare in each of these countries. And you are probably thinking, okay, but what about the $284 a month from my neighbor? What is he actually paying for? That is Safety Wing Nomad Insurance. It is an international health insurance plan built for Americans living abroad. It is what my neighbor uses in Medellin. It is what thousands of American expats use across every country on this list. 3 things you need to know before we continue. Safety Wing does not replace Medicare. It is for people moving abroad before 65 or people who have opted out of Medicare. It does not cover you during visits back to the United States unless you add a separate US rider. And their complete plan, which gives you lifetime coverage for new conditions, requires you to enroll before age 64. The link is in the description. 3 minutes to get a quote. Full disclosure, it is an affiliate link. I earn a small commission at no extra cost to you. Now back to the list. Number 4, Costa Rica. Healthcare. Costa Rica has one of the best public healthcare systems in Latin America. It is called the Caja, CCSS. Legal residents can join for a monthly contribution of about $60 to $120 depending on income. Private clinics are also excellent, and a specialist visit runs about $40 to $70 out of pocket. Social Security tax, 0. Costa Rica taxes only Costa Rican income. Foreign pensions, Social Security, IRA withdrawals, all exempt. Visa, Pensionado visa, $1,000 a month from a pension or Social Security. One of the lowest thresholds on this list. Cost of living, about $2,000 to $2,800 a month for 2 people. Costa Rica is the safe, stable, English-friendly option in Central America. Strong expat infrastructure. Good private health care. Your total number, about $2,300 to $3,100 a month. This is Costa Rica. One of the best public health systems in Latin America. Zero tax on your American income. Easy Pensionado visa, and a country that has been welcoming American retirees for decades. Number 5, Greece. Healthcare. Legal residents in Greece access the EOPYY public system, the National Health Insurance Fund. Athens has excellent hospitals by European standards. Private specialist visits cost about $50 to $100. No waiting months for an appointment. Social Security tax, 7%, flat, on everything. Social Security, pension, IRA, all of it taxed at a flat 7% for up to 15 years. Now 7% sounds like a bad deal compared to 0, but here is why Greece makes this list. Simplicity. You know exactly what you owe. No brackets, no surcharges, no surprises. 7% for 15 years. Then you reassess. Visa. Retirement visa. 2,000 euros a month in income. Cost of living. About $2,000 to $2,800 a month. Your total number for Greece. About $2,700 to $3,200. This is Greece. European lifestyle. Public health care as a legal resident, and a tax deal so simple you can explain it to your accountant in 1 sentence. 7%, 15 years. Done. Number 6, Portugal. And we need to talk about Portugal honestly. Because for the last decade, Portugal was the #1 answer to this question. And the reason was a tax program called NHR, non-habitual residency. It gave you 10 years of 0 tax on your foreign pension. It is gone. Portugal shut it down in April 2025. If you are a retiree, not a tech worker, you are now taxed at Portuguese progressive rates, up to 53%. The good news, the U.S.-Portugal tax treaty and the foreign tax credit mean most Americans with Social Security as their primary income will not pay double tax. The treaty protects you from that. But the math changed. Portugal is no longer a tax haven. It is now a lifestyle choice. and it is still a great one. International Living ranked at number 1 in their 2026 Global Retirement Index. The weather, the food, the healthcare, the culture, all still there. Healthcare. Portugal's SNS, Serviço Nacional de Saúde, is excellent and legal residents have access to it. Private consultations run about 50 to 80 euros. The hospitals in Lisbon and Porto are modern and well-staffed. Cost of living, around 2,200 to 3,000 euros. Your total number for Portugal, about $2,800 to $3,500. This is Portugal, the number 1 ranked retirement destination in the world for 2026, world-class public health care, treaty protection from double taxation, and a quality of life that most European countries charge twice as much for. Number 7. Colombia. Healthcare. Medellin has become a medical tourism destination. Hospitals like Clínica Las Américas and the Clínica del Country in Bogotá rank among the best in Latin America. A private specialist visit costs $20 to $40. The EPS contributory health system is also available to residents who contribute monthly. Social Security tax. Partial exemption. Colombia exempts foreign pension income up to about $14,400 per year. Above that, you pay Colombian tax rates. If your combined Social Security is under $1,200 a month, you are likely fully covered. If it is higher, consult a CPA. Visa. Pensionado visa. $1,410 a month. Clean process. Cost of living. Medellin. $1,500 to $2,200 a month for 2 people with a very comfortable lifestyle. Colombia is the best value on this list if your income falls under that exemption threshold. Your total number, about $1,800 to $2,500. This is Colombia. Hospital quality that rivals the United States, a cost of living that makes Florida look expensive, and a tax exemption that protects most retirees completely. Medellin is not a hidden gem anymore, but it is still a deal. Number 8. Malaysia. Healthcare. Malaysia is one of the top medical tourism destinations in the world. Hospitals like Gleneagles and Penang Adventist offer world-class care. A private specialist visit costs $20 to $50. English is spoken everywhere in the medical system. You will not feel lost. Social Security tax. 0. Malaysia extended its foreign source income exemption through 2036. Your American income is not taxed in Malaysia. Visa. The MM2H program. My second home. Silver tier requires a $150,000 fixed deposit and a property purchase of around $130,000. It is not cheap to enter, but once you are in, the lifestyle and the cost are extraordinary. Cost of living. $1,200 to $2,000 a month. World-class food, modern infrastructure, English widely spoken. Your total number for Malaysia. About $1,500 to $2,300. With a higher upfront cost? This is Malaysia. 0 tax on your American income until 2036. Hospital care that matches the United States at a fraction of the price, English everywhere, and a cost of living that stretches your dollar further than almost anywhere on this list. Number 9. Spain. We are going to be honest about Spain too. Healthcare. Spain's SNS is considered one of the best public healthcare systems in the world. Legal residents who register with the local government get full access. The hospitals in Madrid and Barcelona are excellent. Private specialist visits run about 60 to 100 euros for those who prefer the private track. Social Security tax. Here is the real number. Spain's tax authority, the AEAT, issued a binding ruling, reference V024920, that U.S. Social Security is taxable in Spain. You pay Spanish income tax rates on your SS income, then claim a credit for what you paid in the U.S. Visa. Non-lucrative visa. You need to show around 2,300 euros per month per person. For a couple, that is roughly 4,600 euros a month in provable income. Cost of living. $2,500 to $3,500 a month. Spain is not the budget option. Spain is for people who want Spain specifically, and if that is you, it is worth every euro. Your total number, about $3,200 to $4,000. This is Spain, one of the world's best public healthcare systems, culture, and food and weather that cannot be replicated anywhere else, and a country that asks more from your wallet in return for giving you everything else. Number 10. Georgia. And we are ending with the one that surprises everyone. Not the state, the country. In the Caucasus, between Europe and Asia. Healthcare. Tbilisi has a growing network of excellent private clinics. No waiting lists. A specialist visit costs $20 to $30. Emergency care is fast and affordable. The private system here outperforms what most Americans would expect from a country at this price point. Social Security tax. 0. Georgia taxes only Georgian source income. Your American pension, Social Security IRA. Completely exempt. Visa. Americans can stay in Georgia for 365 days without a visa. 1 full year. No application. No paperwork. Just land and live. Cost of living. $1,000 to $1,800 a month for 2 people. The lowest on this entire list. Georgia is the try before you commit option. Spend a year. No visa stress. See if the lifestyle fits. If it does, apply for residency. If it does not, you have lost nothing. Your total number for Georgia, about $1,300 to $2,100. This is Georgia. 1 full year with no visa to test if the life fits. 0 tax on your American income, private clinics that outperform their price point, and the lowest monthly cost on this entire list. So, 10 countries, 4 numbers each. My neighbor in Medellin pays $284 for health insurance. His villa costs him about $800 a month. His total monthly number, under $2,000. Your number will be different. Different income, different age, different priorities. But now you have the framework to run it. One last thing. If you are anywhere near age 64 and you are thinking about moving abroad, the Safety Wing Complete Plan is one of those decisions that closes. The link is in the description. Next video, we are going deep on the IRA question. What actually happens to your IRA withdrawals when you become a tax resident in one of these countries? That is the number most people miss before they move. Subscribe if you want to run the numbers before you go.